Hello everyone, I am Erika of Beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beady broadcast. Today I'm going to show you what kind of jewels you can make from the newest Beading School Academy Theme Box, the Fairy Forest. But first, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I just realized this might be the first time that you see tomatoes included in the video behind me. That's like part of and bananas, part of my breakfast and lunch. We all need to eat healthy, don't we? Lovely ladies. I see Malia checking in, Asta, Anita, Faye. Anita says she can see me and hear me. Sherry is here. Bernadette. Lita is here. Lita says, good to see everyone. You look wonderful. Thank you so much, dear Lita. I love the earrings you posted today. The Bhagja statement, so very beautiful. I also see Rachel checking in, Linda, Alicia, Jessica. Jessica loves the Irish necklace. Thank you so much, Jessica. Lutka is here. Jacqueline, Sparrow, Sherry, Erika, Belinda, Tanya, Cindy, Molly, Marcy, Antoinette, Sharon is here. Was everything all right with the pickup of your sister from the doctor yesterday, Sharon? Sarah is here. Oh, Lita says, thank you. They were a dream to bead. You made it so beautiful with the more turquoise. Ariane. Erika says, so excited to see the new jewels. Corinne is here. Corinne, thank you so much for all the hearts and all your kindness on Instagram on my personal account. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. And Terry is here. And Linda. And Linda says, I see you are wearing the Shamrock pendant. Indeed. Indeed. My Shamrock lock. Kimberly, for now on her phone, and then she will join through her computer. So as usually, she can chat. I love it that you interact so much during the broadcasts, Kimberly. Thank you. Georgina. Hi, Erika and Beading family, she says. Anna, Lisette, Debbie, Martina, Catherine, Angelina is here. Oh, thank you so much. Marlo. And Marlo says, hello, lovely ladies. I'm so glad to be with you here today. And I am so happy, ladies, that you decided to join again. So in a little while, I will show you what kind of jewels we can make from the new Fairy Forest Beading School Academy Theme Box. But indeed, this week, we also bead some Irish luck and positive approach to our jewels. Yesterday, it was St. Patrick's Day. And I put together a special collection for this occasion. And we even had some brand new Beading School art cabochons, the Kaylee cabochons, that we hid inside your boxes. And I am so incredibly happy that you like this new collection. Truly, there was like lots of love and attention that went into it. Andy said that it might have been the most beautiful that she has seen. And even when I was unpacking it, then it was just so nice. It felt so good to touch all the pieces that went inside. The box, it still keeps inspiring me. So I will actually switch my camera for a tiny bit, because besides that original design that that I showed you yesterday and what you can get the tutorial for, I just left some beads and components on my bead mat, and I just kept playing with them, and I really, really love all the possibilities. And there are so much more. We were talking about it, that the Celtic square, it would be perfect for the middle of an embroidered piece. And it would be so nice to sew down the teardrops around it, the preciosa teardrops. And then like you could square stitch bezel the chaton roses and attach them. And as I was like pushing all around the little components, then I thought like I would again like include one of these components, and maybe on top of it even more of the Shamrock AB sparkle. And then another necklace idea was to connect these components at the top, and then use one of these Celtic knot patterns. And then I don't know yet that what would I hang here, or maybe I would chip away and sand down the place of the loop. Let's see. And I am very curious, ladies, that which component from the Shamrock log box spoke to you the most. In the meantime, I will read your comments, but I'm very curious that which component did you like the most, if you watched the unboxing on my channel or on Vicky's channel, because she already also released the video. And I told you that, well, shamrocks bring luck, and there will be like 3 colors of the art cabochons alternating within the boxes. So, but 2 shades of green and the shade of beautiful, beautiful cappuccino brown. But I will select one lucky beader today who will receive not one, but all 3 of the cabochons. So we will do that in a little while, but I'm also waiting for your answers, that which component did you like from the Shamrock lock box, and I will read through your comment. And Sharon says that her sister is fine. So I'm really happy about that, Sharon, that it went well and your sister feels good. And she also says that she loves all the green. And in the meantime also Cosima joined, Irene, Ingrid, Judy, Kata. Anita is looking forward for the Shamrock log box because green is her favorite color. Erika loved the teardrops the most. They are so sparkly, and I actually love it that they are so tiny. Tanya liked the versatile component. It's this one. I also love it very much. Terry likes the shamrocks. And they are so handy how the holes are placed. They just make it perfect, the shamrocks, to bead with. And some of you asked yesterday if the components will be available on their own. Yes, they will be. Actually, tune in on Thursday during No One Has to Bead Alone, because there might be some new things coming connected to the Shamrock log box. And if you like silver tones instead of golden tones, then I would also recommend checking in on that day. Angelina says, I really liked the long trapezoidal shapes with the knot pattern. That is such a good quality component, Angelina. I think you will be very happy with it. Martina also likes the shamrock with the sparkle. Zuzi is saying hi. For Lutka, everything was amazing. Jessica loved the 3-leaf pendant and the 8 lucky links. Those are also really nice to work with. Anita is happy for the 3mm big 2x AB Preciosa bicons and the big pendant, just like Tanya. Linda likes the square. Nicolene is saying hi. Irina loves the cabochons. Sherry says, I love the three-leaf and three-leaf. Miriam is saying hello. And Miriam says, hello, Erika and ladies. I thought there will be the jewels of the new box. There will be, dear Miriam. Just yesterday, we were talking actually about the Irish St. Patrick's Day and the Shamrock lock collection that I designed. So I want to close that for now soon, and then we will talk about the new jewels. Linda also loves the little pears. Faye likes the little shamrocks. Cosima loves the art cabochons and the bicons. And in the meantime, also Vania is saying hi. And I will put back my camera to my face. Just a moment. So lovely ladies, as I told you, there will be 3 colors of the art cabochons alternating in the Shamrock lock box. But one of you will receive all 3 colors. They might actually get posted separately from your own box, because I learned that the Treasury already started to send out the boxes today, but we will select the winner now. So in case it's someone whose box is already on the way, then you will get additionally your prize. But don't worry, it will come. So lovely ladies, I just checked. There are 84 beaders who qualified for playing for their luck and win all 3 art cabochons. So please tell me 3 numbers. Please tell me a number between 1 and 84, and then I will find the average of those 3 numbers, and that will be the person who wins the 3 cabochons. In the meantime, Jennifer says hi. Annette says hi. Linda is saying the first number, it's 22. Then I have 56 from Lita. And then I have 50 from Angelina. So that's altogether 128. And if I divide it by 3, then it's 42.66. So the 43rd beader on my list will receive the 3 cabochons. So let's see. And the winner is Robin Ketchum. Congratulations, Robin, and thank you so much, everyone who decided to adopt a box, who loved the presentation and the jewels so much that decided that she wants her own Irish lock. So we will be in touch with Robin Ketchum, and congratulations, Robin, and thank you so much, everyone, for who loved the box. Just a little funny fact about the jewel I designed, that actually I found how I want to arrange the cabochons while admiring the components from the box together with Andrea, and Mona even took a picture of me while I was doing that, so you can see the work in progress on the screen. And now let's see the little video about Shamrock lock, and then let's talk about the first jewels from the Fairy Forest team. So, lovely ladies, let's talk about the fairy forest and Beading School Academy. So, what is Beading School Academy? Beading School Academy is a bi-monthly membership program for beaders. Every 2 months, we work with a different theme, with a different source of inspiration, with a different combination of colors. I find it that the 2 months are perfect to dive deep enough so we can widen our knowledge, we can learn new tricks, we can bead a wide array of jewels, and it keeps us on track instead of getting lost between all the shapes and possibilities. And this time we are diving into a new theme called Fairy Forest, inspired by the mythology of the English Isles. And there is always a bit of like Erika's personal philosophy behind every box. And this time, when I introduced you the collection, then I told you that with this theme, I want to make you believe again that it is possible, that life is dreamy and beautiful. And let's believe one more time, just as in our childhood, that there are fairies hiding behind the doors and in the flowers. So, with the Beading School Academy, if you are a turquoise or a fuchsia student, then you also receive a collection, an artistically curated collection of components that you can play with. And then there is a wide array of tutorials that you can choose from. So with the yellow and the turquoise membership program, you get one signature tutorial. Signature tutorial is like a bigger one that teaches you really like something new. It's like if we compare it, how much time you need for it or how tricky it is, then it is on like the more advanced part of the scale. But you can also use the components for our weekly. No one has to be the long classes, and there are also extra tutorials that you can decide to do. There are several of us beading school designers who work with the collection. Each of us has a separate box, and then we have friends designers working together with us. So the jewels that I showed to you, you can for sure bead the 2 signature jewels. So I really recommend, if you have a box, I will post an article on the blog together with the material lists for each jewel. So I really recommend putting together mini kits for your jewels. So I recommend starting with the 2 signature jewels and put aside materials in a little baggie for them and label it that this is signature jewel 1, this is signature jewel 2, and so on. And then there are many more tutorials that you can choose from. And maybe you like something so much that you want to make it into a full bracelet, so you will need to make like 6-7 motifs, so you require more material for that. Maybe something you want to make into a small pendant, so you need to put aside only a smaller amount of beads. So it depends on your choices, that how exactly would you like to use the material inside the boxes. Thanks to the Beading School community in the Beading School Club and the guidance of my friends designers, and also personally by me, we really see how your own designing skills are growing. So many times we see that someone starts with following tutorials, but then she rapidly grows into a designer on her own, in her own personal style. So the boxes are also perfect for that. And yeah, if you would like to become a student, then please visit beadingschoolacademy.com. And if you have any questions, then let us know. I am very happy to answer them. And we also have some extra boxes waiting for you if you would like to have a second or third box, or if you would like to become a Beading School Academy student now. Lovely ladies, do you have any questions about the Academy in general? And I'm really happy that you like the stories behind the themes. There is also like a virtual classroom where we collect everything. It's your like most important point of navigation for the Academy to make sure that you have access to everything, because there are not only classes and tutorials, but there are also articles about the source of inspiration. There is a storytelling night. There is a lunch break where you can meet each other in a Zoom room. There is a mini challenge. So it's a very complex and valuable program indeed. If you don't have questions about the Academy itself, then let's see what kind of jewels you can make from the Fairy Forest Beading School Academy Theme Box. And let's start with the first signature jewel that is included in all the yellow, turquoise, and fuchsia memberships. So what you can see is a pendant that I designed for you, and it's called Mioruilt. Mioruilt means miracle in Irish Gaelic. And sometimes it seems that we need a miracle in life. And let's be honest, let's admit it, that none of us has found yet the magic wand or the secret elixir to make us happy, young, beautiful in a wink of the eye. However, we can take a small step towards a better life and a better version of ourselves every day, again and again. Sometimes we will have to change direction again, maybe even walk backwards, and we might even fall. But as long as we can take a breath, we can also start again and again with every sunrise. And who knows, maybe one day when we look back, the distance we covered and the difference we made in our lives will feel like a miracle. So lovely ladies, this is the first signature jewel, the Mioruilt, the miracle, and I hope you will love it as much as I loved designing it. Tanya says, in the meantime, I really hope to find a fairy in my flowers or somewhere hidden behind a tree. I'm sure they are out there, dear Tanya. And Angelina says, beautiful, has a strong Celtic feel to the design. And Martina says, miraculously beautiful, thank you so much. Beatrix is here. And dear Beatrix, there will be plenty to beat from this box too. Terry loves it. Sherry says this is a stunning jewel. Thank you so much, Sherry. So the charm at the bottom, it is part of the Fuchsia Beading School Academy box. So if you are a Fuchsia level student, then you will be able to hang it at the bottom. And if you are a turquoise level student, then you will be able to bead the square-shaped part itself. And you will learn with it that how to create this super sparkly bezel for the 12 millimeter princess cut square cabochon. There are not many tutorials out there for this, and I loved making it. And there was this funny part of designing that when I did the top, then everything came together so easily. I was designing it when recently I was traveling to Slovakia. But then, despite my expectations that it will be easy, the back was not going to work out how I imagined it. And I had to frog it again and again and again. I was getting frustrated. And at the end, we had this absolutely beautiful beading workshop together under the guidance of Aniko, who has just become like a full-time member of the Beading School Unicorn team. And she came to Slovakia to visit the Beading School Treasury. And we had a little workshop together. And while the other colleagues, they were working on the retro, no one has to beadle on design together, as we always do for a team, then I was trying to finish this. And then together, when I was sitting there together with my lovely colleagues, then it all snapped, and it just worked out a lot easier than I expected after all the trials and errors. I can switch a bit to my hand camera to show you how it looks like. The other jewels I will be able to show you only on pictures because those are by my friends' designers, but this one I can show you on the video too, so you can really see the sparkle. What I love about it is that the navet-shaped cabochon in the charm and then the navets in the pendant, they have exactly the same color, and then they create together this elongated line. And I did not know yet at the beginning that I want to use them together, but it just worked out so nicely. I'm super happy with it, and I can't wait to see your variations also in other colors. But let's see what kind of other jewels you can bead from this box. So the second signature jewel, just a moment, I need to find the story. So the second signature jewel that you can bead from the collection is called Lacewing, and it is the design of Laura Embry. And she says, this design was inspired by illustrations of miniature garden fairies tending to the flowers. I was inspired by the delicate shape of their wings and decided to incorporate the beautiful fairy wings filigree into the design. The name of the pendant is inspired by the delicate fairy wings, but also by the insects of the same name, which have beautiful delicate wings. What beaders will learn, this pendant uses peyote stitch to create a sturdy base and then explores different ways of embellishing the shape. This will give beaders ideas on how to create their own peyote shapes and embellish them without needing a cabochon to form the center of the pendant. And this is indeed the second signature jewel of the collection. Sherry says, I love this, Laura. And Linda says about the previous jewel, the real colors are so much better looking than the picture. I have to admit that in my new place, I am not so good at taking pictures yet, but I will improve. And Heather says, this will be fun to weave. And Linda says, love it, Laura, beautiful. And Rachel says, very unique and beautiful. And Kimberly is here and she says, this is so unique, delicate, yet has its own artistic feel. Looks like something a fairy would wear. Totally. And for me, this pendant, it is at once, it has something strong about it. There is strength radiating from it, but it's also delicate and elegant. And Susie says, matching the theme so well. I love Laura's designs in general. She's like a fairy herself. And lovely ladies, let's see the next jewel. Let's see now what kind of jewels you can bead during the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops. So once during every Beading School Academy theme, we revisit an older No One Has to Bead Alone design. That means that we go back to a jewel that we originally beaded a few years ago. And it gives you a chance to rediscover it again if you have already done it before, but also if you joined since, then there might be some treasures hiding between the more than 500 tutorials that we have that you haven't discovered yet. So we also want to shed light on those. This time it will be the dragonfly body, and it's coming next week, and it might be possible that instead of a live video, you can rewatch the recording of the tutorial from back then when we beaded it for the first time, as this is scheduled for us exactly in the time when I will probably have my surgery. I don't know the exact day yet. So you can still enjoy a video even if I will not be able to bead with you on that day. So this is for next week, not this upcoming Thursday in 2 days, but next week's No One Has to Bead Alone videos. And Linda says, this is one of my favorites. I missed the first box, so I did not get to do it. I can't wait. And indeed, this was from the Magic Garden, inspired by Art Nouveau, one of the first designs that we beaded together. And Heather says a rewatch would be totally fine, and Rachel loves it. I'm really happy, ladies, that you still like this. This is actually what everyone beaded in the treasury while I was fixing that Mioruilt pendant design. And this is how Aniko beaded her own version from the current box. And I think it's so incredibly beautiful. She created those little X's from tiny seed beads between the chaton montées, as they are taller than the original Sue ones, and the tulip looks so incredibly good at the bottom, in my opinion. And then this is a No One Has to Bead Alone jewel created by Susie. And let's see the story of it. Just a moment. So this is called the Leora pendant, or you can also bead it, of course, into a pair of earrings. And Susie named all her pieces about characters from the mythology we are exploring. And she says, Leora is gentle, nurturing, a mysterious and powerful forest protector. Her name means light in the forest. She is the guardian of the forest's awakening. She ensures balance between night and day. She is both playful and wise, known for guiding lost travelers towards safe paths, but only if their heart is pure. She can vanish into golden dust, making her nearly impossible to capture, and speaks in whispers carried by the wind. And Susie used the 11mm Preciosa Chaton Rose for her focal, and then explored the possibilities of incorporating the new 2-hole arrow beads into her design. Tanya says, again, something very delicate. Very nice, Susie. And Marcy says, I love these designs. They are all so perfect for springtime. And Linda says, a magic wand. I think Susie did a wonderful job with Leora, and I can't wait to bead this. And let's see what else does she have here for us. Another design from Susie, for No One Has to Bead Alone, is called Iloven. And she says, Iloven, a beautiful Cornish name meaning elm tree. Gentle and nurturing, just like the Iloven pixie that sings lullabies that soothe the entire forest. Her home is in the shadow of the elm tree, where she's invisible to the mortals. And Susie is inviting us to play with the Moby Duo beads, and I love how nice lines she created from the Moby Duo beads around the navet. Sherry says, that's beautiful, Susie. And Linda says, this is a girl's name in Israel. It means my light. So beautiful, Linda, and so nice that you shared that. And Faye says, I'm so excited by the colors from this box. So romantic, light and sparkly. And Catherine says, wonderful jewel, Susie. And what's next? And the next design, this is actually what we are going to bead together in 2 days during No One Has to Bead Alone, the day after tomorrow. It is called Fernalia, and Susie says, the designs I created for the Fairy Forest team are inspired by the box itself. While beading, I was thinking of various fairies, pixies, and woodland creatures, their powers, appearance, and characters. I found some of the names of the designs in mythology, and some of them are made up. You are invited to join this little mythical world that surrounds us when walking in a forest, the park, or our garden, even if it's just on your balcony. So let your imagination play its part. So in this design, Susie played with the smaller chaton roses, the 7mm ones, and also the chaton montes and fire polished beads and bicon beads. And I think they are just perfect how they are with the Preciosa crystal drop. Angelina says, I need these earrings today. And Ariana says, I love your inspiration, Susie, as your jewels. And Bernadette says, all are wonderful. Indeed. And what's next? Let's see. So this is going to be an offline No One Has to Bead Alone workshop. And the earrings are called Avery. They are designed by Ruxandra. And she says, when designing these earrings, I imagined a beautiful lake in the fairy forest at sunset, in which beautiful lotus flowers are mirrored in the water surface. And oh my God, like reading this inspiration, it really awakens such a vivid image in my head, how the flowers are mirroring in the water. And as Katja says, this is so pretty. Angelina also finds it very beautiful. And Susie says, thank you in the meantime. She says, such a joy to design for you. Linda finds the earrings adorable. And I absolutely love also that line of pearls around the lotus flower beads. The next one that you can bead with me during a No One Has to Bead Alone workshop is called Fairy Queen by Vicky. And Vicky says, I read a lot of books centered around the word of the fae, so when my academy box arrived and I saw the title, I was instantly excited. As I unpacked and sorted through it, I was so drawn to the flower spacer bars, so much so that I couldn't get them off my head and was desperate to use them. and I love the result. With its almost non-beaded look and modern yet timeless feel, I named it Fairy Queen. This reflects the Fairy Queen archetype, beautiful, ancient, and therefore timeless. Joyce also loves the findings. And Sarah says, these box colors are so me. Love the design so far very much. And Heather says, thank you to Vicky. And Jacqueline says, I cannot wait to bead this. By the way, these flower spacer bars, they caught the attention of more of our designers. So there are 4 pieces coming in your box, and you will need to make a decision that which of those designs incorporating this would you like to make, or you can also pick up more of these if you would like to make them all. But if you would like to stick to the contents of your box, then this is for you. This is what I recommend. And Sheila asks, are there enough findings in the box to make this piece, or do we need to order more? And dear Sheila, it really depends on what else would you like to make. So as I said at the beginning, I recommend putting together mini kits. Start with the 2 signature jewels, because those tutorials are included in your membership. Then select one by one what else would you like to make. And from these flower spacer bars, there are 4 pieces in the box, so you need to make a decision that which one would you like to make. And then we have here indeed another one with the flower spacer bars, so you can make a decision, or if you have more, and also for the navets, if you have some extras in your stash, then you can also decide to bead this design by Laura. And just a moment. This design by Laura is called Arendelle, and she says, when I think of fairy forests, my first thought was of the woodland elves in Lord of the Rings. In the story, Galadriel, a queen of the elves, gives Frodo a vial containing the light from the Star of Arendelle to aid him in his quest to destroy the ring. The star is symbolic of a source of hope in dark times. And this jewel is inspired by this idea of a shining star of hope. So this will be another offline No One Has to Bead Alone session. We will have 2 offline No One Has to Bead Alone sessions during this theme, 1 every month. So due to like the more intense things I need to take also care of in my personal life, so I apologize for doing that, this is something that we needed to arrange, and I hope that you will enjoy beading this also offline while interacting with each other through the club. Sherry says, love, love, love. And let's see what else do we have here. We will also have a live design session, as always, and the very last No One Has to Bead Alone workshop during this theme, it will be the result of the live design session. So I don't have, of course, that one yet. And then we also have some other designs that you can choose from. And you can also maybe add something from your own stash if you would like to bead more of this, because there are the 2 signature jewels, but also a lot more choices. And I have 3 designs from Veronka. And they actually have a very, very interesting story. And the 3 designs are the talisman of courage that I am showing, talisman of hope that I am showing you now. And then I have the talisman of courage. And here Veronka used the handmade, hand-pressed Czech glass cabochon. And then I have the talisman of persistence. So these will be 3 extra designs that you can make from the box if you would like to. So let's see again. This is hope. This is courage. And this is persistence. Terry says this is so spring and beautiful, Veronka. And Veronka is really shining with the designs from this box, I would say. Then, actually, the last one, she made it into a bracelet. So I also want to show that. And Angelina says that she likes the persistence the most. And Lutka says, fantastico, Veronka. And then we might also have a little gift coming our way. I say that we have 2 signature jewels included with the boxes, but let's see what will happen with this beautiful bracelet by Zuzi. And let me look up the story. Susie was actually very, very proud of this because this was her first bracelet where she beaded everything consecutively. So instead of starting a new thread for each and every part, she beaded it in one go. And that's how you can do it also when you will follow her instructions. And she says about the Silvara bracelet. Silvara is a deity of nature, forests, and wildlife. She's also known as the guardian of the ancient trees. She can communicate with trees, hearing their wisdom and guiding lost travelers. She's described as elegant, tall, with emerald green eyes. I think the name matches this bracelet design perfectly. And Anna says, you can tell Zuzi really loves this box. And Kimberly says, yay, a bracelet. I am a bracelet girl. Love all bracelets. This is so lovely, Zuzi. And Linda says, my goodness, Veronica really dove into the box. And Corinne says, such beautiful jewels. Katja also finds the bracelet stunning. Let's see, what else do we have here? And Aniko started to design. And in my opinion, she is like a shooting star on the beady sky, because when I look at her pieces, then I don't want to believe my eyes what is happening. So Aniko went for the lotus beads, and she created this amazing shape, also using some bicone beads and pearls and lots of seed beads. And I absolutely, absolutely love it. She calls it the dewdrop earrings, and she included also the new arrows. And the delicate drop shape can become a pendant, an earring, or she also can recommend it to be used in a bracelet. You can also maybe bead one motif to become a bracelet and then make it longer around your wrist by using the rest of the pearls. And Beatrix says, Aniko's designs are extraordinary. This again is so charming. And Anna says, so pretty, Aniko. I love your style. And Catherine says, I love this bracelet, Susie. The previous beautiful shapes with the Moppy duos. And Terry also loves the way how Aniko used the lotus beads. So let's see what else we have here. And lovely ladies, this is a design created by Ruxandra. She calls it the Fairy Flight Pendant. And she says, the inspiration for this piece came from the beautiful and unique fairy wings filigree. It gave me the idea to go one step further from its actual significance, the wings, and to integrate in it in a piece symbolizing the actual movement of flying. I imagined a tiny colorful fairy flying in the sunlight, capturing all sparkles and glimmers of the beautiful morning light, expanding her wings and closing them up again. So indeed, this is like flapping wings of a fairy. And Ruxandra is always so creative. And I love how she incorporated these two bigger motifs at the bottom and at the top. And I am very curious also to see it in real life, how it feels. And I'm sure I will also see other color combinations by you. Anna says, wow. And Terry says, I think I will need some oxygen because all of this keep taking my breath away. Ruxandra, wow. And Susie says, I love how the pendant mirrors the design. Sherry is also, wow. So, lovely ladies. I have one more design still. And this is made by Vicky. And this is called the Will-o'-the-Wisp pendant. Vicky says about her inspiration. When the boxes arrive, I often put the cabochons to one side with plans of spending some blissful hours doing a spot of bead embroidery. But when I saw the fairy meadow cabochon and the hexagon stones, I knew I wanted to use both in my design. The almost glowing color of the cabochon made me think of a will-o'-the-wisp, especially with how captivating all the detail is. Will-o'-the-wisps are described as enigmatic lights, often appearing as dancing flames that have captivated imaginations for centuries. In folklore, these flickering apparitions are shrouded in mystery, believed to be everything from playful sprites and fairy guides to the restless souls of the departed. They are notorious for their deceptive nature, leading unsuspecting travelers astray, particularly into treacherous wetlands. While some tales suggest they might guide one to hidden riches, many more warn of their malevolent intent and the danger they conceal. Lovelies, I hope that you will not stay away from the Will-o'-the-Wisp of Vicky, because I am very, very intrigued about how she fixed the new hexagon cabochons to the pressed glass cabochon. And I'm sure that you can learn a lot from it. And there are lots of designs that you can choose from. So I really, really recommend making your mini kits and also to look into your stashes if you might miss something, to make it possible to bead even more designs. And is there something from this that really caught your attention and you are looking for, which one are you looking forward to bead the most, if you can choose? Rachel says, all the designs are so beautiful. I don't know how to choose. I have so many on my wish list that I am looking forward to, and I feel really lucky that I have to bead all the no one has to bead alone designs, and I can't wait to start with Susie's Cutie with the 7mm shot on roses. And Vicky is here with us, and she says this was so hard to photograph because it's super shiny. I can imagine it, dear Vicky. I can imagine it. The cabochon, I agree with you, that is so eye-catching and inviting to play with. And Angelina says, I have to beat Laura's signature and Ruxandra's flight pendant. Faye says, fantastic designs. It's hard to choose. I can't wait. Oh, and Ariana says, you are a miracle, and Susie's bracelet. Linda says, beautiful. Sharon says, I want to do them all. Martina says, impossible to choose. Lovely ladies. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I am really, really happy that you loved the collection of the Fairy Forest jewels. I am very grateful to my friends designers that they took the components on such a beautiful journey. And I can't wait to see them all on your bead mats. Gapamu is asking, well, when will be the signature patterns out so she can download them. So the first signature jewel, that is the Miracle by Me, that should be ready during the weekend. I would say Monday the latest, okay? But I would like to make it by the weekend, so you can already start to play with. The first No One Has to Bead Alone is already on Thursday, so you can start playing already on Thursday. So, lovely ladies, thank you so much. And I would like to wish you a lovely rest of your day, and please take good care of yourself and your loved ones, and keep showing your beautiful jewels in the Beading School Club and beyond. And thank you very much, ladies, for your well wishes. Have a nice rest of the day.